2021 seniors. Woo! Thank you so much for being here this wonderful, windy afternoon. I want to present you Miss Kylie Pence. We are going to do our national anthem, so please rise and face the scoreboard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Incredible. All right, Kylie, one more time, let's give it up. All right, everybody ready? All right, everyone. School board, district office, executive cabinet, class of 2021, please take your seats. Woo! I will keep my introductions very brief, but I just want to say thank you to everyone this afternoon for being here, for taking the time out of your busy days to be here at this incredible moment in our seniors' lives. I also want to say thank you very much to our executive team, our Dr. Roger Rice, Dr. Jeff Davis, Dr. Antonio Castro, Dr. Rebecca Chandler, and Mr. Brett Taylor. If we can have a round of applause for them, please. Also in attendance with us is our school board, Vice President Matt Alvarez, Miss Amy Callahan, Dr. Jerry Dannenberg, and Mrs. Sabrina Rodriguez. We can give them a loud round of applause. All right. So without further ado, let's get the show started. We have the most incredible students of all of Ventura. Woo! And I'd like to ask our ASB president, Mrs. Frances Kaiser, to come and start the speeches. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen, school board, staff, friends, and family. My name is Frances Kaiser, and this year I've had the privilege to serve as Ventura High School's ASB president. Preparing to speak to you today, I'm agonized. What does someone say in a speech like this? This last time we will gather together as a class, as the Ventura High School class of 2021. Given all that has happened these last 4 years, the task of fitting a whole high school experience into a 2-minute speech is a massive one to face. So, I've decided to talk about something small: ants. In the US, there's a species of ant called Solenopsis invicta. We know them better as fire ants. In Latin, invicta means undefeated, which is the perfect term to describe this species. Fire ants are one of the most resilient species on Earth. Clusters of these ants are characterized as both a liquid and a solid by scientists because they are able to form bonds that can withstand a multitude of threats, including natural disasters, threats of isolation, and even outbreaks of disease. For instance, in a flood, a single fire ant would quickly drown. But clusters of 100,000 fire ants are able to form lifeboats that can float for weeks on end without drowning. No ant could face these threats alone, but together they're able to accomplish some pretty spectacular things. These past 4 years, our school and our community have faced a multitude of threats, from the Thomas Fire to the COVID-19 pandemic. Alone, these were overwhelming obstacles to face, but each time we found a way to come together. In the Thomas Fire, we helped our friends and our neighbors, and through working together, we were able to rebuild our community and overcome the devastating effects of that fire. Then, on March 13th, 2020, we were ordered to go to our homes with no prospect of returning to our normal lives. And yet, whether on Zoom, 6 feet apart, or eventually back in the classroom, we were able to reform the bonds we built in our community and carry each other to where we stand today, graduating seniors facing the rest of our lives. Like the fire ants, by coming together in times of uncertainty, we were able to withstand the flood of high school. We are the undefeated class of 2021. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce our amazing senior class president, Miss Madeline Hewitt.
Thank you so much, Francis. As I was writing my speech, I was looking for a quote that would capture this exact moment in our lives. Best-selling author Marianne Williamson wrote in her 1992 best-selling book, A Return to Love, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. When we are liberated from our own fear, our president automatically liberates others." I believe this quote to be very true. Sometimes the steps we don't take are the steps we avoid because we are fearful of the unknown. And sometimes we are fearful of just how successful we might be. Today, we celebrate the past, the present, and the future to come. However, there's probably been a lot of emphasis on the word future these past couple of months. What do you want to be in the future? What future college do you want to be attending? Or even, what will my future life look like in general? The future, I believe, is a thrilling and exciting thing to think about. The future is full of plans, anticipations, and even unknowns. In reality, we all know we truly can't control how our future unfolds. However, I believe we are all destined for great things in our future, and we shouldn't be fearful of it. We are a class of integrity and strength. We have all been through so much to get where we are today. We are a class made up of strong athletes, dedicated students, creative artists, beautiful performers, and most importantly, caring friends. These last 4 years have shown that we are the definition of resilience. My hope for all of us is that we enjoy the here and now, the present. I'm sure our parents and loved ones have all watched us scramble, crazy at times, to get to our next musical rehearsal, mock trial debate, daily sports practices or games after a full day of school, or me specifically coming home from dance at 9:30 at night to study for that big AP Lang test on the Scarlet Netter the next morning. We truly are so busy to race towards that next due date or juggle 2 tasks at once, we are missing out on the present moment we are currently in. That moment is precious. My favorite quote from the book entitled A Gift from the Sea by Anne Morrow Lindbergh. Lindbergh states in the book's opening chapter, "One should lie empty, open, choiceless, as a beach, waiting for a gift from the sea." Sometimes the waiting is almost as important as the ride, and during any period of growth comes highs and lows, but we must take in all that each individual moment offers. We must not dismiss the here and now. The now can be the exciting part of the ride, or the now can be the boring part of the ride. But I say we must enjoy the ride altogether. Let us lie open as our inner self guides us towards our next goal. Let us lie open during times of struggle, and let us lie open as we gather here today, surrounded by people who love us, celebrating what we have all accomplished. Let us take in every moment that today offers, because we truly deserve it. Today, we are graduating high school and moving on towards our next big adventure. And wow, does that feel pretty good? I want you to hone into you, your inner self, and feel how much you have accomplished. As we go off into our next journey, let us remember to be in the present moment wherever we are. Let us take in the good and the bad moments, because they are all important for us as we grow, evolve, and learn. I can't believe this day has come, but just remember you are truly amazing and capable of so many things. And wherever we may be, take these memories of our 4 years at Ventura High School with you. Congratulations, Cougars, we did it. Now it is my pleasure to introduce my good friend and fellow classmate, Jack Zillis, to the stage.
Thank you, Maddie. Congratulations to all of you for making it to this day. As I look out on our graduating class of 2021, I cannot help but realize that I don't recognize most of you. We have attended this high school together for the past 4 years, and yet surrounding me today are unfamiliar faces. I don't think this is solely due to the magnitude of Miss School. Our graduating class has nearly 450 members, most of whom will never get to know each other, as we now commence our own personal adult journeys. And yet, as I scan this crowd in front of me, I do see faces I know well. I see friends I have known since preschool and friends who I met this year. I'm sure you all see the same. Our graduating class is made up of our individual friend groups. As we begin our next steps, our new journeys, we will inevitably meet new people. We will inevitably grow distant from some of our old friends. Such is the nature of life. So, as you look around today, seeing the faces you know and don't know, think about the faces you want to know. Think about the people you want to be in your life. Make a choice about who you want to be and about who you want surrounding you. Because with the right people around you, you unlock the potential to become the best version of yourself. For the past 4 years, Principal Cohen has repeatedly told us to make it a great day. Today, I take that sentiment a step further. Find those people you want to be with and make it a great life. Because, in the end, the choice is truly yours. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Ms. Shantae Williams.
Hi, class of 2021. If you don't know me, my name is Shantae Marie Williams. And I'd like to start off by thanking everyone who made the ceremony possible, because let's be honest, no matter how much some of you guys might have wanted that quick drive-through ceremony, it wouldn't have been the same. Because personally, I like the cheesy stuff you see in the movies. It's an honor to be standing here today, because honestly, back in freshman year, every time I try to think about my future or graduating in general, I couldn't picture anything, because I genuinely did not feel like I'd make it. Yet, here we all are, sitting here today. I know this is probably oversaid, but you guys should be proud of yourself. And maybe you didn't get those grades you wanted to, or did all those activities you wanted to in high school, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's just a numbers game, a social game as well. At the end of the day, every college is a good choice, no matter what. And don't rush it if you're not ready. And another thing, don't just do what everyone else is doing, because you're the only one able to control the amount of success you're striving for in the future. You are that front seat driver of your life. And I have an incredible amount of respect for the students who have been here since day one, battling to keep their grades up, along with dealing with problems at home and sports. Because that takes a lot of self-discipline, motivation, resilience, strength, and courage. Because I have had to deal with many of those obstacles. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your guys' class, and hopefully we can treat each other like the family we truly are. Thank you. And now I'd like to present Owen Baumann.
You will eventually see why I chose last out of all 5 of them. Look where we are now. We have gone from learning new things every day to witnessing the historical events of last year. This graduation ceremony is a very fortunate gift. This senior class has received something very special once and for all. We feel alive right now after being isolated for over a year. We see the light is near and it will begin to shine upon us. Frankly, none of us have ever faced situations quite like these ones before, including digital learning, speaking through cameras and screens, covering the bottom half of our faces in order to protect ourselves and others. But we had complete faith in our abilities to succeed. The key to success is coming together. Now we can hope for the better. Take a look at the last few years. Get ready to shed some tears. Mission accomplished. Our families are astonished. Always avoid any kind of trouble, seeing light at the end of the tunnel, overcoming every single struggle over the fact that everything has changed, but something just as good was rearranged, which would be traditional graduations. To this year's seniors, it's time for congratulations. Be sure to treasure all of your essential plans. Your future inevitably lies in your hands. Every decision we make is considered to be wise. They should be powerful enough to enlighten the skies, showing some superpower as we rise. Congratulations for getting everything done. What a phenomenal job, class of 2021. To all the graduates, you have all been invited to the party where we can change the world.
For those of you who were here during rehearsal, we know exactly what we missed out for 2 days, right? Now you hear why you wanted to wait. Well done, Owen. All right, so class of 2021. There's so many things I can say. But first, I'm gonna start by saying, congratulations, you made it. You know, right? By the way, families, friends, this is an interactive experience, so please feel free to shout and cheer and stand up if you need to, okay? There we go, much better. We need to start filling the stadium again with all that roaring that we've usually had during the season. All right, earning a high school diploma under standard conditions is tough, but what you all accomplished these last 4 years speaks volumes of your character, resolve, potential, and resiliency. We started this journey together 4 years ago, and as quick as a click, the time has zoomed by. But before I continue celebrating, acknowledging, and bragging about you as a class, as is my practice, I think it is appropriate to take a moment of time to give thanks to all those persons in our lives that have given so much of their time for us to get to this point. So, moms, dads, extended family, guardians, friends, fellow educators, and coaches, on behalf of the class of 2021, I say thank you. Thank you for your dedication and persistence. Everything we celebrate today is possible because of the cumulative efforts of a network of caring, loving, dedicated, and hardworking communities of love. Your investment of time, talents, treasure, in Spanish we say la chancla, discipline. I think that's bilingual, right? Is that universal? Has helped produce the strong young adults ready to graduate today. I hope you feel as incredibly proud and confident as I am in the knowledge that the young people before us have contributed and will contribute to many ways to our community. The evidence of their preparation is apparent in what they have accomplished these past 4 character-building years. So students, let's press pause, and please, let's face your family, your supporters that are here today, and let's give them a loud round of applause. And let's give them a standing ovation. And moms, dads, why don't you take that, stand up, please. Guardians, this is your time to stretch, because you won't get another one. This is your time to stretch. Accept your thank yous. Right on. In that same spirit of thankfulness, I would also like to take a moment to thank our educators. Especially, I want to thank this year's retirees. Mrs. Helen Scoville, Mr. Brad Stewart, and Mrs. Lonnie Shuck, who have collectively given close to 100 wonderful years of service to our students at VHS. So let's give them a loud round of applause as well. Now back to the main event, the class of 2021. Cougars, I recently shared with you that your class was literally forged by fire. When you started in 2017, who would have imagined all that you would go through? In the last 4 years, you've seen and experienced great challenge, controversy, and breakthroughs in our city, country, and world. You have literally weathered torrential rains, fires, and also felt the loss of fellow classmates like Antonio Calderon and Austin Gamble. Both are memorialized here on campus. I'm sorry, I will take a moment for that. Austin, who ran cross country and track here in this stadium, has his memorial plaque at the entry to the stadium. This and more of the wonderful things we have here were done by both students, you, your peers, and coaches and teachers, and our community. That says volumes of all of you. How you have responded to all of these hardships while still pursuing your goals and taking care of others speaks volumes of your character and your potential. This is well demonstrated in the success of this class. And I will now share with everyone all your great stuff. Let it be clear, though, that there are way too many accomplishments here at Ventura High School in the realms of academics, the arts, athletics, and community service for me to be able to name them all. However, I will share the highlights. Academically, we have 427 rompin' stompin' Cougars graduating today. And there are some that are still going to graduate in about a week or so. Of those, we have 73 top scholars. These are students with grade point averages ranging from 4.0 to 4.68. 54 will graduate with magna cum laude distinction for their 4.0 to 4.39s. And 19 will graduate with summa cum laude distinction for their 4.4 and above GPAs. The three Ventura High top scholars, and if you could please stand, are Jason Hepper, Talia Wilcox, and Haley Sabo. The class of 2021 can also boast having one Ronald Reagan Foundation Scholar semifinalist. I'm going to sound a little bit like Owen right now. I'm going to wrap this off. 76 VUSD multi-language SEAL recipients. That includes 4 with 2 languages. And 66 State SEAL by Literacy recipients. 1 with 2 languages other than English. That's 3. Wow. 40 California Scholarship Federation recipients, 17 National Honor Society recipients, and 28 AVID, Advancement via Individual Determination students who will be the first members in their families to attend college. And we all know school is tough, and sometimes it's hard to get up in the morning to get to school or to turn your screen on. But we have one incredible student that has had perfect attendance since kindergarten. Yeah, baby, woo! That is 2,340 days of school without one day missed. That student is Mr. Blaise Bisele. Can you please rise, Blaise? There he is, woohoo! So it's no surprise as these well-attending, romping, stomping Cougars that the majority of our students will be attending 2- and 4-year college and university systems across the nations, such as, hey, when I say your college or your place, shout out, represent. Ventura College, University of California System, Cal State University, private universities such as Georgetown, out-of-state colleges and universities such as University of Chicago. Oh, come on. And even out of the country, such as the American University of Rome. Students will also be attending trade and vocational programs, and we have several of our students that will march forward in the service of our nation by enlisting in the United States Army, Navy, and Marine Corps. Hoorah. Thank you for your service. So, well done to all of our scholars for rocking in the classroom. Now, although the class of 2021's extracurricular senior year was cut short because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it did not stop the fine and performing arts program from performing in the areas they were passionate about. For them, the show truly does go on. For example, although our auditorium and its stage were dark starting in March of 2020, the theater arts department students still managed to turn up the brightness on the small screen by writing, producing, and acting in fantastical sci-fis, dramas, and hilarious improvs via Zooms and webinars. Way to go. Also, our nationally recognized and award-winning musicians were also kept off the stage, but they did not take a rest, but transitioned and kept the beat going online, and then took their performances outside to the quad, filled with an audience, and they had us tapping our toes and swaying to powerful compositions. So thank you, musicians. And if that wasn't enough, and thank you for your beautiful performance earlier, and if that wasn't enough, our hip-hop, dance teams, and cheer teams wowed us. Yes, loud, it's okay. I want to encourage you to make some noise. Just don't blow the horns. Just don't blow the horns. Just kidding. Well, I'm serious, but don't do it. Cowbells are okay. There's always enough for a cowbell. Anyway, and if that wasn't enough, our hip-hop dance teams and cheer teams wowed us and had us cheering with their well-choreographed performances online and in person. And as soon as we started with our athletic competitions, you could see them at halftime performances. All of those events and memories, the very best of the heart and soul and beauty of Ventura, were also captured by our fine arts programs with oil, acrylic, plaster, and megabytes as seen in our outstanding student publications. So loud round of applause for all our kids. All right. Now athletics. In the area of athletics, as you know, this sports season was like no other. The class of 2021 demonstrated that not even social distancing would keep them from working out, practicing, and when the time came to compete, would come out roaring and unleashing their athletic prowess by running, jumping, swimming, hitting, spiking, and driving like never seen before. Well done, Cougars. In fact, I can recall seeing a smashing and well-executed bicycle kick in a soccer game against Buena that had everyone screaming, "Goal!" Thank you, Camilo, for that moment. Our athletes were competing almost every day of the week since the beginning of spring. Thank you to all our coaches and our wonderful athletic director. They put a lot of time into this. With their preparation and intensity, our students, it's no wonder that they came home with so many Pacific League and CIF titles and broke so many records and some hearts in everything they did. All our VHS Scholar athletes demonstrated tenacity, courage, and grit. And all of you were always honorable Scholar athletes. So well done, Scholar athletes. Our Cougars, though, didn't just rock it in the classroom and on the playing field. They were also great community servants. In the area of community service, the class of 2021 served as tutors, then mentors, Discovery Day and Reading Fair guides, served in the community on service projects, put on public awareness days, and motivational rallies. And you did so always as humble servant leaders. Even during the toughest times this year, you were able to work with organizations like the American Red Cross to coordinate blood drives when it was most needed. In all these areas of service, you consistently demonstrated unselfishness and character. Well done, Cougars. Overall, the class of 2021, in the last 4 years, you've demonstrated the characteristics that are needed to demonstrate all that's needed to withstand life's storms. Flexibility, resiliency, adaptability, a lot of patience, and strength. Like a palm tree in a hurricane winds, and hopefully it doesn't get to that today. You swayed and rolled with it, always holding fast. Those literal and figurative winds, those challenges might have pushed and bent you, your peers, and your family to the point of breaking at times. But like the palm tree, every storm you faced only served to stretch you and make you stand up stronger, taller, and more flexible, and with deeper roots. I want to encourage you to continue learning and nurturing the familial and friendly bonds, your roots, and encourage you to create new ones as well. Your roots are what make you strong, so feed them daily. This will help you as you move forward in life. So again, just thank you to all the family and friends that are here today. Now, to commemorate all that hard work you accomplished while overcoming the challenges you have faced these past 4 years as the class of 2021, a one and only keepsake pin was designed and created in your honor in collaboration with Jostens. This keepsake has small images that correlate with the Thomas Fire, destructive rains and winds, distance learning, and COVID pandemic. But the most important and pronounced image is that of our iconic VHS V, standing tall in the center of it all. When you look at this pin and recall the challenges, don't just focus on that, but focus on the V. And remember Ventura High School and all the victories your peers and community had during the hard times. And afterwards, all the other great things you did. This might end up in your sock drawer, but I'm hoping, I know, let's be real, okay? But I'm hoping that in 20 or 30 years, your kids or your maybe grandkids will take this out and go, "Hey, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, what is this? Can you tell me the story?" And you'll be able to tell them. I'm going to hand these pins to you when your name is announced at midfield. And I will also distribute it to our executive team and to our school board. And our teachers will also be getting them because we're all part of that happy VHS ship. So congratulations, Cougars, from Jostens. As you move forward, I want you to fully grasp that you are embarking on your new journey at an incredible moment in the U.S. and world history. If you recall your lessons from your history classes, you know that after every pandemic, plague, or war, there is a renaissance, a regrowth period. Yes, it's going to require hard work, grit, persistence, and creativity to have those wonderful experiences. But Cougars, you have it in you to do it, and even if it's scary, you will accomplish it. Please know that the education you have received at VHS and within VUSD, coupled with what you have learned from your families, your mentors, your coaches, has provided a sound foundation to build great things for yourself and, most importantly, for others. I've seen you do it over and over again in these past 4 years. Be that change you want to see in the world, and be that light for others, like Miriam Williams said and Ms. Hoot said earlier. Class of 2021, as an educator and as a parent, the hardest lesson we will ever teach and learn in life is saying goodbye to the people we love and have worked and lived with day in and day out. So, I conclude my speech on a personal note by saying thank you to all of you for an incredible 4 years and for the opportunity to be of service to you through it all as your principal. As you know, when we process off this field and out of this modern-day arena, I too will be graduating from Ventura High School along with you as I embark on a new principalship at Enza Academy of the Arts and Technology. And though I will miss VHS dearly, like our alma mater states, time cannot change the memories or the marks left by our deeds. Those memories will always be with me, and I will never forget you and all we've done. Together, I am so very, very proud of all of you, students, families, fellow educators, and staff. Thank you for everything. I'm so proud, and congratulations, class of 2021. So, are you ready to hear Dr. Rice and get this going? Yes. All right, so congratulations, class of 2021. I will now introduce to you Dr. Rice, who will then introduce Vice President Board Alvarez for the awarding of diplomas and turning of tassels. Dr. Rice. Oh, yes, of course. There's a very small little detail. Let me get back to that. Dr. Rice, on behalf of the staff of Ventura High School, I certify that the class of Ventura High School is prepared and has met all obligations and certified in all classes to graduate with all honors and distinctions that you would like to provide them with. Dr. Rice.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Before I move into my comments, I want to build on something one of our speakers spoke about earlier, and that has to do with expressing gratitude. And we have some people who did work extremely hard to make this day possible for all of our graduates and for our families. And at the same time, I think it's important to remember that not all of our graduates' families and friends could be here. Upon us to give a big round of applause to the folks at CAPS Media for doing all the hard work to prepare for live streaming this event so that everybody out there in TV land can watch this ceremony. Thank you guys very much. Also want to thank Mr. Paul Hunt and the band for all their accompaniment and the march in and all the music that you did on the way in. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And speaking of gratitude, again, stealing a line from one of our speakers, I don't know how many of you thought we would be sitting here when the year started, but I certainly didn't know. You know, I stay in touch with the folks at the state level pretty much every couple of days, and we were afraid we were going to have to do another drive-by maybe 6-8 weeks ago. And yet here we are, and I can't tell you how happy I am and how grateful I am to be able to be here with you today to celebrate this amazing day in person and together. And so, you bet. And after a year of so much separation and isolation, I think it would be great if we could turn to each other for just a second and tell each other how much we appreciate them and how much we appreciate being with them today. Let's start rebuilding those connections right now. Let's take a minute. Thank you for indulging me in that. I think that's extremely important. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I would like to extend my personal congratulations to each of our graduates and their families. I've heard many stories about Ventura High School seniors and their families and the perseverance you've showed through the many challenges you've faced over the past few years, through the Thomas fires and the global pandemic. And I know that this was probably not the senior year that you envisioned or maybe even hoped for. Your sacrifices have been obvious, and yet they don't define you. But your strength and grace that you have exhibited throughout certainly have made us all extremely proud. And yet today, I'm choosing to focus on the dignity and grace and joy that you have shown me and each other throughout your careers. And since you came on to Ventura High School, there are certain things that I've enjoyed over the past 2.5 years that I couldn't pass up sharing, and that exemplify that grace and that joy and that dignity. Whether that's singing along and tapping my feet horribly to the cast of Mamma Mia, a couple years ago, you guys were amazing, or watching Nevada make another amazing hit on the volleyball court, or hearing Frances provide one of her on-point, perfect PowerPoint presentations at the board meetings, or speaking to Ms. Larson's leadership class, or even watching Coach Garcia's football team fight off a spirited rally from one of your crosstown rivals that shall remain nameless this year. Or getting a mini personal concert by Mr. Hunt and a group of musicians on the day we returned to school. This year, you have always amazed me with these types of activities and these types of performances. And I will always remember the way that you represented yourselves, your school, and your community. You've made this year a very special one for your families, for the board, for the staff, and for me. And for that, I want to thank you for all the fond memories and let you know I'm extremely proud of you, and I wish you all the best in your future. And now I would like to invite Principal Cohen to stand up. Carlos, we have a little presentation we want to make to you. We have a certificate of appreciation and a little something from the staff and the board to maybe take your lovely wife out and enjoy some quiet time. She's up there somewhere. She deserves it. You've worked extremely hard during your tenure here at Ventura High School. We're super proud of all the efforts that you've provided, not only to the high school, but to the district. And today we want to celebrate the service that you've provided to both the school and the district through this small token of our deep appreciation. Thank you for all you've done, Carlos.
On behalf of the Board of Education, I accept President Cohen's certification that these Ventura High School seniors have successfully completed all state and district graduation requirements for graduation. It is therefore with great pride that I accept the graduating class of 2021. Seniors, now is the time to please come forward and accept your diplomas. Congratulations.
Dr. Rice?
Jackson Mikhail Zillis.
Yasmin Shilan Myers.
Shantae Marie Williams.
Tomas Juarez Mountcastle.
Owen Bauman.
Katie Grace Moon.
Madeline Claire Hewitt.
Mia Monsur Espinosa.
Francis Bella Kaiser.
Tyler Brogan Miller.
Gregory Ramsey Dillon.
William Ivan Mendez Robles.
Julia May Di Silvestri.
Riley Aaliyah Maher.
Danielle Delgadillo.
Lindsay Jordan McDermott.
Andrea Sofia Cordero.
Tara J. Martin.
Daniela Contreras.
Idali Maldonado.
Veronica Bernabe.
Bailey Elise Malcolm.
Haley Maria Sabo.
Rusty Rodriguez.
Talia Elana Wilcox.
Karen Robles Mercado.
Jason Isaac Hepfer.
Charles Christopher Richard.
Isabella Inez Hansen.
Liliana Irene Ramos.
Ana Sofia Guerra Rivera.
Lisbeth Anaí Ramírez Díaz.
Michael Robert Giordano.
Otto Seth Polly.
Fernanda Antonia Garcia Gonzalez.
Arissa Michelle Osuna.
Elliot May Koski Feingold.
Dylan Matthew Nicodemus.
David Tyler Johnson.
Nicole Olea Lázaro.
Grace Elizabeth Endaya.
Fernando Ángel Ochoa.
Dominic Miguel Dowd.
Taylor Marie Sovich.
Naomi Abba Duncan.
Xavier John Terminello.
J. Shannon Duckhart.
Logan Porter Wilkov.
Ty Cohen.
Sabrina Abrielle Westrick.
Nevada Knowles.
Daphne Perez.
Gavin Tyler Kernagus.
Lisbeth Zarate.
Andres Espinosa.
Jaden Phoenix Kellen Sellers.
Noah Cole Johnson.
Jesse Angelina Sandy.
James Frederick Johnson V.
Kennedy Grace Chambers.
Juliana Sitlali Jacobs Vargas.
Jesus Rubalcaba.
Mia Autumn Hool.
Aiden Joseph Marquez.
Julia Leilani Horstmeyer.
Grace Elizabeth Breyer Mansfield.
Samantha Faye Hirschhorn.
Matthew Edward Champagne.
Marilyn Renee Estrada.
Matthew Jaime Madrigal.
Miriam Estrada.
Denise Diana Tovar.
Cesar Enrique Acevedo Lopez.
Dakota Reed Tompkins.
Jacqueline Sachio Broderson.
Audrey Grace Taylor.
Jocelyn Rose Lozano.
Andrew Strong.
Joseph Randall Lowry.
Bryn Kayla Stevens.
Sydney Sue Long.
Miguel Eduardo Soto.
Jade J. Leffler.
Marian Paguada Matute.
Hunter James Leja.
Cooper Ryan Matheson.
Grant Anthony Lawler.
Rebecca Matehuala.
Devin Darius Larson.
Sophia Camille Mastroianni.
Michael Guy Almaraz.
Nicholas Martinez.
Ivan Almanza Bustamante.
Juan Luis Martinez.
Isias Alcocer.
Itzel Martinez.
Jaylene Saharaya Lozano.
Brian Martinez.
Stephanie Reyes Alcala.
Andrew Joseph Martinez.
Gerardo Albaran.
Jonathan Martinez Perez.
Parth A. Ahir.
Savannah Michelle Marcichek.
Daniela Edith Aguilar.
Usual Mendez Quintero.
Jose Angel Aguayo.
Christopher Melchor Salazar.
Melissa Aguayo Ornelas.
Katie Rose Medina.
Yesenia Avelina Agabo.
Jocelyn Anastasia Eliza Medina.
Jessica Baez Tolteca.
Ileana Guadalupe Medina.
Leslie Giselle Baez.
Devin Candice McNulty.
Camilo Aviles Morales.
Sarah McLeod.
Sebastian Avila. Sorry.
Elisa Sofia McFadden Pardo.
Mariah Isabella Caroline Argueta.
Miles Patrick McCulloch.
Angel Gabriel Arachiga.
Cristian Padrón Ramirez.
Adrian Ambris Salinas.
Alexander Shen Morrison.
Brandon Eric Amaya.
Ariana Morphis.
Lina Gabriela Alvarez.
Eric Morales.
Ivan Alvarado.
Omar Mora.
Hector Alvarado.
Alejandra Montoyo Tirado.
Dylan Scott Bronsema.
Jonathan Dominguez Montejano.
Shaylee Donan Boyle.
Farbad Mosenian.
Josilas J. Bowers.
DJ Richard Mogollon.
Benet Louise Bouchard.
Connor Maxwell Mercer.
Connor Michael Blanda.
Natalie Vidales Mendoza.
Les Basil.
Alexis Mendoza.
Lillian Elena Barbosa.
Jake Nichols.
Caleb J. Barajas.
Alex Niznadmi.
Evelyn Lascano Pizarro.
Helen Nava Valeriano.
Brianna Salome Banales.
Kai Taylor Myers.
Alan Enrique Castillo.
Cameron Camille Myers.
Leon Sebastian Cartelieri.
Ethan Wayne Murphy.
Nico Carrillo.
Jonah I. Munoz.
Nicholas John Carrera.
Angelo Mosqueda.
Liam Asher Cameron.
Kyle Matthew Morrissey.
Aislinn Kehelani Calderon.
Stormy James Ortiz.
Alina Kumara Kalamia.
Eric Isaac Torgerson Maxwell.
Daphne Claren McGee Bullock.
Iriani Angie Ortiz.
Rory Qualls Bruton.
Natalie Ortega.
Simon K. Brown.
Gabriel Anthony Ornelas.
Joseph Manuel Lopez.
Joseph Opolka.
Giselle Villanueva Carmona.
Alyssa Marie Onstadt.
Brianna Giselle Lozano Cox.
Jesse Olivo Charco.
Eric Anthony Cortez.
Priscilla Judith Nunez Nodal.
Ethan John Conlon.
Drew Ryan Norris.
Caden Asher Chapel.
Taylor Jade Nichols.
Luke Martin Chapman.
Jesse R. Zapata.
Jaden Michael Chapman.
Luis Martín Peralta Núñez.
Edgar Cervantes.
Kylie Ann Pence.
Crystal Alexis Castillo.
Landon Lee Peary.
Alexander Dorsey.
Marine Risa Pierce.
Jesse Joseph Diaz.
Kai Allen Paris.
Cheyenne Lois Denio.
Isaiah Toleafoa John Panapa.
Yasmin Delgado Aguilar.
Michaela Rain Ortiz.
Adeline Christine Dilamar.
Andrea Yareli Padilla Hernández.
Angel Alberto Lopez.
Litzy Daniela Otero Alonso.
Dorian Dawson.
Madeline Ann Ramirez.
Sean Michael Danebrock.
Ángel Ramirez.
Yesenia Cruz Acevedo.
Jacqueline Ramírez González.
China Ayanti Crow.
Naomi Grace Quant.
Cameron Cox.
Richard Isaac Pina.
Julian Josiah Fernandez.
Kyle Benjamin Pickett.
Arturo Fernandez.
Ian Robert Cervantes Piala.
Luke Allen Ferguson.
Paulina Nicole Perez.
Andrea Felix.
Cameron James Pacula.
Shekinah R. Farinas.
Mark Poipipat.
Alexander Emiliano Estrella.
Riley Romero.
Jacob Nicholas Lopez.
Fernanda Romano Andrade.
Alan Estrada Casas.
Denise Rodriguez.
Jocelyn Espinosa Gonzalez.
Jorge Alan Rivas Gonzalez.
Natalie Carrera.
Jaden Kamara Robertson.
J. Jesus Arenas Duarte.
Melissa Reyes.
Anahi Garcia Plasencia.
Jaden Francis Reyes.
Andres Isidro Gallegos Silva.
Peyton Finn Redmond.
Angelina Eileen Flum.
Sofía Sol Ramírez.
Melissa Flores Martinez.
Riley Jason Ramirez.
Juan Manuel Flores.
J. Lynn Reynolds.
Brandon Flores.
Esmeralda Sanchez.
Lourdes Flores.
Caitlin Salgado.
Jonathan Matthew Fleming.
Jackson E. Sales.
Alexis Nareen Farron.
John Saldivar Terrones.
Ramon Dominic Fernandez.
Giovanni Saldívar Islas.
William Go.
Ariana Salazar.
Caleb James Gilbert.
Stephanie Salas.
Connor E. Lockman.
Daniel José Salas.
Brian Freddie Genhart.
Taylor Lee Ruby.
Hannah Rose Gelsinger.
Georgia Ray Rowley.
Nathaniel Garcia.
Sophia Schumann.
Jessica Garcia.
Madeline Claire Shear.
Gage Dorian Garcia.
Anthony Robert Scalise.
Fernando Garcia Garcia.
José Manuel Saracho.
Xavier Malachi Gian.
Marley Ray Sapp.
Salvador Guevara Lopez Jr.
Carson William Sanzone. ¿Qué pasó, niña?
Leilani Mia Grijalva.
Yesenia Sandoval.
Michaela Josephine Good.
Thank you. Sergio Emanuel Sandoval.
Sergio Gonzalez.
No, sorry. Wait for you. Brittany Sandoval.
Giselle Luna.
Raymond Moses Sanchez.
Christopher Stephen Gonzalez.
Ezekiel James Syverson.
Andres Gonzalez.
Cameron Evan Sullivan.
Luis Miguel Gomez.
Madison Jane Sosa.
Hector Ruben Gomez.
Emmanuel Giovanni Solis Lopez.
Jennifer Hernandez Garcia.
Truman Philip Soden.
Riley Ann Hennigan.
Dulce Belén Silva.
Aiden Reese Loffelman.
Christopher Silva.
Alyssa Paige Henderson.
Kylie Ryan Schreffler.
McKenna Bryn Harbor.
Jackson Sky Shearer.
Natalie Rose Eleanor Hansen.
Ángel Severiano.
Lauren Alexandra Hansen.
Kathy Severiano Mendoza.
Lauren Rose Hammond.
Osvaldo Unda Baena.
Ava Elizabeth Hall.
Alicia Marie Troutman.
Monserrate Cassandra Gutierrez.
Mariah J. Torres.
Sydney Roxanne Gunn.
Christopher Torres Silva.
Abraham Misael Ibarra.
Evan Elijah Tyndall.
Selena Hurtado.
Christian Andrew Theobald.
David Joaquin Huerta.
Lily Justice Thacker.
Daniel J. Harabak.
Jordan Christopher Tanner.
Miranda Taylor Holguin.
Isaac Tadeo.
Bradley W. Hodgins.
Nathaniel William Syverson.
Molly K. Hobson.
Curran John Walker.
Gustavo Alfredo Hinojosa.
Alan Villalobos.
Tazia Hernandez Villaseñor.
Esmeralda Bences.
Ronald Lauren Holbert.
Robert Alexander Velasquez.
Michaela Nicole Hernandez.
Daniel Vázquez Juárez.
Emily Landeros.
Jesús Gabriel Uribe.
Maria Guadalupe Loyola.
Bianca Valera.
Diego Ivan Landeros.
Destiny Brianna Valenzuela.
Dylan Michael Albert Kilborn.
Aaron Noah Vance.
Nicholas Joseph Luna.
Rory James Bacody. That's you. Congratulations.
Caden Diane Cap.
Nathaniel Victor Vandevever.
Carolina Juarez.
Samantha Vasquez Lopez.
Jose Manuel Juan Mercado.
Aiden Reese Workman.
Morgan Ashley Jensen.
Natalie Nicole Wood.
Aiden Garrett Jennings.
Chloe Jane Wastel.
Casper Jesse James.
Cole Travis Wasserman.
Brianna Lee Burke.
Stephen Jesse Cepeda.
Charles Lee Lively.
Jordan Taylor Wagner.
Emma May Lyle.
Jared Hunter Wagner.
Jocelyn Rose Lee.
Mario Sean Vital.
Cade Robert Ledesma.
Ángel Villarreal.
Tyler Zachary Larice. Noemi Haiti Landeros. Naomi Aide Landeros. Jesse Landeros. Genesis Ebony Landeros.
You guys have a seat. Good afternoon, Cougar Country. How about that, families, for some moving emotions during that? I think you can be a little louder than that. Let your rival hear you across town, right? I am Vice President Matt Alvarez of your Board of Education, and I'm honored to be here today, not only as a Cougar parent, but also as a proud uncle of a graduate of the first Cougar in our family. This year was far different from the one we all imagined you would have, but we are all proud that you persevered through all the hardships. You leaned on one another, you supported one another, and we honor your hard work. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your educational journey, and we look forward to seeing where your paths will lead you. Principal Cohen, thank you for your work to support these students and their families. Your dedication and that of your phenomenal staff is deeply appreciated. Seniors, please rise for the official turning of the tassels. Now, we said your tests and quizzes were all over, but we're going to give you one last SAT problem. Turn your tassels to the right before we start. In a moment, I will ask you to move your tassel to the left side and confer official graduation upon the class of 2021 and your completion of high school. Seniors, at this time, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2021. You are now official graduates of Ventura Unified School District.
All right, Cougars, let's all get back. We're going to now do our alma mater. All right, there's a technical difficulty back there, so I'm going to have to do this a cappella. Okay, I did the national anthem when we did our rehearsal. The alma mater always kind of trips me up a bit. Are we ready? So, Cougars, get your sheets out. On 3, 2, 1. Stalwart by the golden sands, 'neath the time-worn hill she stands. Loyal rooters stand and cheer. Ventura, we hail and revere. Time can change the memories or marks left by our deeds. Let us fly our banner bold. All hail to the black and gold. That, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our ceremony for this evening. Thank you so much for being here today. We hope you have a great day, a great evening, and a great life. Remember, students, we're going to be forming now in our column of colors, so please wait until you're instructed to move out. Thank you.